Well. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pantry Party Show. Hello, everybody. It's your host, Ed DJ Blattner, and here we are at another fabulous episode of the Pantry Party Show. I'm so excited about our guest today. I say that every time because guess who's the booker of the show? The booker of the show is me. So guess what? I'm excited every single day because I'm picking the guests. I get to pick the guests, so I'm always excited. I'm super pumped. We're going to have Break Diet Rules with us today. That's her handle. And if you can just tell from her handle, right? Oh, hey, Diet Diva Tara is on. Hey, DJV, let's party. Okay, so here's the scoop. If you can't tell, we're going to have a very sassy day. Her handle is Break Diet Rules. I mean, hello. Like, this is going to be funny. And she's got a crazy podcast. I can't even say the name of the podcast. I'll let her tell us all about it. Let's bring her in right now. We've got Sammy coming. Oh, Sammy, so excited. Break Diet Rules is her handle. Girl, what we got going on today at the Pantry Party? Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for greeting me right in your pantry.
Oh, I'm in here. We're ready to party over here. I'm going to turn my sound up a little bit. There we go.
I'm glad you're ready to party. I did happen to see something at your house. You've got a husband and a dog running wild, going crazy. They're so excited about the pantry party.
Yes, so my husband, we've been like both working from home, which he normally does not work from home. And so, you know, we've been trying to like time out like meetings and stuff. We have them set up in our front room, like a makeshift office. And I'm like, do you have a call at 1? Because I have a pantry party I have to attend. And like, I'm going to pick up your audio. And literally just started like live streaming, like EDM, like running around yelling pantry party. And I was like, get out, like get out. But it was so funny. It was so great.
I do feel like, I mean, there may be a chance that we could request some of this live footage on the pantry party, perhaps.
I will share it with you. He literally just left because the only thing like still open for essential physical activity right here in Florida is the driving range and golf courses because you don't have to like interact with people. Yeah. So his like daily sanity is going to the driving range. So I kicked him out and I said, please leave. You are not invited to our pantry party yet. Maybe around 2.
All right. Well, hey, then so check out because you posted on your stories, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I posted on my
Break
story.
Diet Rules. You got to see her husband and dog freaking out. I loved it. I thought it was so great. We all have our own ways to do sanity. He's doing driving range. You know what I've been doing is jump rope every day at 5 p.m. Central Time.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really got my head on straight, I'm telling you.
I saw too, I looked at your story last night. You and your husband were trying some TikTok dancing as well.
Okay. Thank you for noticing. I was not trying. I was acing it. I was like, I'm a savage. Yeah. You know, I had it down. He was like, step aside. He didn't practice at all. And
yeah.
His is getting like way more likes than mine.
That's so
way
funny.
More views. Whatever. I'm jealous about it. He had an epic TikTok. What can I say?
Yeah.
So I did dress for you. I tried to find something with palms on it.
Gosh, that's so cute. I should have like dressed up more. This is the first time I put like a little bit of makeup on and I washed my hair for you. So that's where we're at in this quarantine.
I love it. You know what, every time when I'm like sort of like getting ready for the pantry party show, I think of the guests and I'm like, if I was going to channel Sammy, what would I do? So I put on a Good Vibes Tribe shirt because I feel like you are the most positive, sassy dietitian around, and that you're dietitians of Palm Valley. So I
yes. Where did you get this blazer? I need to get one.
Well, the blazer came from the Gap, and
that's amazing.
If we could just talk about it, it's also reversible.
That's great.
Yeah, whatever. I love it. So I did a lot of research on you.
I'm excited. I'm excited to know what you found. Like, should I be worried?
I did digging. I did the whole bio of Instagram. And then I took it a step further than most of my guests. I went into like your website and like really started reading because I wanted to know where your passion came from. Like you have an impassioned Instagram. So at Break Diet Rules you run that.
Yes. Well, our team, you know, we're a team of dietitians, but I solely run that account pretty much for the most part. Couple interns might hop on, but most of it is me, yes.
Yeah, it seems like you. I mean, there's lots of pictures of you. There's lots of your attitude. So I know what drives you, but you want to just give, before we like dive into your pantry, give a little background of why you're so impassioned about this.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, being a dietitian, a lot of us are raised or educated in diet culture. Just, with, how do we say it? We have a $72 billion diet industry, right? Where that we're just surrounded by pills, quick fixes, all of this like bullshit. And I myself was a victim of diet culture for about 8 years, like before I became a dietitian, just on and off diets, thinking that there was something wrong with my body, had terrible body image, terrible relationship with food. But like, I now know that, like looking back at it, but at the time, like I thought that was normal. I thought that was like what you were supposed to do, and you were supposed to be on diets, and you're supposed to hate your body, and you were supposed to like restrict and then binge and do all these crazy things. So then when I found intuitive eating, which is now what I practice, it kind of like blew my mind. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And so we just love to keep it real, call out the diet bullshit, and just really help people regain trust with their body, build introspective awareness, and try to calm the external diet culture thoughts and gremlins of what to eat, how much to eat, when not to eat, like all these things, and just bring it back to how does food make me feel? How is my relationship with food? How is my relationship with my body? That's so much easier said than done. But so that's kind of where the passion came for me, is I've been through it. I've been in diet culture for years. And so now being on the other side of it, I just am so passionate about sharing it with others.
Yeah, and you know what? And those are the best accounts, right? Those accounts where somebody is so passionate, and rarely do you have passion unless it is a walk that you've walked,
Yeah.
right? So like, it wasn't a surprise when I was reading your story. I was like, well, of course, she's been on all these diets. She figured out a way to save herself, and now she's going to share it with everybody. And that's where your passion comes from. It's great. Now, I also was doing some digging and reading, and you're a co-founder of Dietitians of Palm Valley. Now, here's why I love it, and tell me if I'm on track or not.
Yeah.
I love it because I am obsessed with the Housewives series, like Housewives of Orange County, Housewives of New York. This has that ring to it to me. It's like Dietitians of Palm Valley.
Ooh, I love it.
Yes.
I love that idea.
You did not think about this when you were
No, we originally, when we were looking at our name of our business, is, we were thinking like, what is something that's not necessarily geographically tied, in the sense of like, if we put like Dietitians of Jacksonville, like you're thinking Jacksonville, right? Or Dietitians of Pittsburgh, or wherever you are. So our office is on Palm Valley Road, which if you live in Ponte Vedra or Jacksonville, you might know Palm Valley. But for me, as a northerner who moved to Jacksonville, I was like, ooh, Palm Valley. Like, it sounds like a resort. Like, it reminds me of a palm tree. Like, so we kind of like went that way with it, where it, if you're anywhere in the nation, you don't like recognize anything with Palm Valley, but if you're local, you will recognize it.
I love it. I really thought it was a nod to the whole Housewives empire. I was like, I love it. It's so great.
That's amazing.
That you're also getting a lot of love. There's Eileen in the house who is like, thank you so much. I love that you're actually in your pantry. So you're getting a lot of shout-outs
and I'm
here.
terrible. Like, I've watched some of your intros to your pantry party. I have not watched a full one yet. And I was like, I should have done more research. I know Deanna, I'm friends with Deanna, dietitian Deanna. She'd done one. I need to I'm going to go back and watch all your parties after this. But so I'm just like straight up in.
I love it. It's great. It's great. And we will get to the actual pantry part of this. But I think it's so interesting to hear people's background. The last thing before we actually talk about your pantry, and a key ingredient that's going to be our jumping off point. Before we get there, you also co-host so you've got this whole co-founder of the Dietitians of Palm Valley. You've got this impassioned Instagram account at Break Diet Rules. And now you are also co-hosting a podcast.
Yes. So actually the co-founder of the business of Dietitians of Palm Valley and I were drinking wine years ago, and we were like, just talking about like bullshit diets, like the keto diet, intermittent fasting. you name it. We were just like, this is such bullshit. And then we were like kind of tipsy and we're like, drunk dietitians. And we just kind of said it. And, you know, this is not promoting like getting wasted or alcoholism or anything like that. But we were just like, we need to do drunk dietitians. And so we started it. We ended up partnering with Jenna Warner of Happy, Strong, Healthy RD is her Instagram handle. Used to work with her years ago up in New York, New Jersey. And we just started it. And so we call it Drunk Dietitians. And we'll have to have you on, of course. But we just enjoy a cocktail and just, again, kind of like I said with our mission, it's just keeping it real and really just talking about like diet culture and how it's affected people and their stories. And but we have all different kind of health professionals on. We've had therapists, we've had trainers, we've had mental health advocates. So it's not just dietitians that we're interviewing, but we are the drunk dietitians, and we bring on guests, enjoy a cocktail, and have some fun.
I love it. And true to dietitian form, we're like, but we're not promoting alcoholism
I
and
know.
the right amount of alcohol.
Yeah. Moderation, or enjoy it intuitively. Because really, I mean, intuitive eating, there is a piece of it with alcohol too. Like, you know, in college, I thought binge drinking was normal. That I think a lot of people thought that in college. And, you know, then when you become an intuitive eater, you're like,
by the way, college and beyond, like there's you know, binge drinking in the corporate world. People think it's very normal to conduct business liquored up at all.
Yeah, so to be able to really build introspective awareness and be like, wow, like it doesn't feel good when I do this, especially the next day. That, you know, that was a very big learning curve for me over the years. And I think a lot of people can relate. So we are not getting hammered on the podcast, but we are, you know, sipping cocktails and enjoying nutrition knowledge.
It's so fun. I mean, keeping it real, being fun, being positive. Like this is why I was like drawn to have you on the show. These are all the things I value, right? I value. So speaking of keeping it real, all right, we are in a pandemic, and I have been doing the Pantry Party show saying, do you have something in your house that is about to go bad, or that you have a lot of, or that you really don't know what to do with? We pick one ingredient that you have, and then we sort of, you and I use it as our jumping off point and sort of meals storm together. It really works best when I don't create all the ideas, because what I have found is when I create them, basically I either force people to eat quesadillas or Asian noodle bowls. That's all I do.
Those are like the two things.
Yeah, so that's pretty much, it's like, let me think, and then it's always one of those two things. So it becomes a meal storming thing. So how have you been stocking your pantry since, you know, things have changed so beautifully, huh?
So we have, like, with everything going on, I feel like we usually have, like, staples in the pantry. So I know that you can't really see it where my phone is, but up here is always, like, carbs, like grain carbs, like crackers and chips are, like, if I don't have them in the house, it's not good. So these like are my favorite. This is not sponsored by any means. But this has been like a staple because I feel like I've been doing a lot of tuna salads, chicken salads, and I'm getting sick of like bread and wraps, and I'm a big texture person. So this for me is like, we have like literally 7 bags of them. I am a hoarder of crackers.
I love it. I think what you said of having stuff that you enjoy in your house is key, right? Both in your philosophy, but just like in general. I feel like when you're stocking your pantry, it doesn't have to be all just like canned beans and canned tuna, like things that you actually like to eat, like those crackers, multi-seed, brown rice based, delicious crackers. I love those too. Yeah. Okay, so you have that carby row. I see baskets, beautiful.
Oh, we're
baskets.
Like organized, and this was before Corona. I forget when. This was like months ago. I was like, I need to clean the pantry out. And so like this basket is nuts, seeds, granola, dried beans, and dried fruit. So this is like especially when we would travel, sad face that we're not traveling anytime soon, but this is where I have like all the like trail mixes and just stuff like to throw in our bags when we would jump on airplanes and have snacks. So that's a very important basket.
Cute. This is so cute.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you all my baskets. This is our rice, farro, pasta. Big shout out to Bonza.
I love that Pharaoh has its own basket in your pantry.
And I don't even know, it's probably like thrown back there, but quinoa.
So great. Cool. That's great. So that's like an extension of the grain shelf. Like
Extension, yes. These
Okay.
are like the snacky grains. These are like probably coupled with a meal.
Okay.
And I'm like you, like how you're like, I always make like two things or tell people quesadillas or like a Mexican like rice bowl is pretty much
God.
like.
Yeah, that really is it. If it's not a quesadilla, it's got to be a rice bowl.
Yeah, it's like rice.
Bowls are the way. You get way more vegetables in bowls anyway. And I feel like there's something. I had a woman who has an account called @BowlObsessed on, and something like comforting about like eating out of a bowl too. So anyway, I'm a big bowl fan. Okay, what else? Any other things that you want to illuminate in your gorgeous pantry? Oh,
Tons of canned food in here. This is where more of like the proteins come in. So canned tuna. This was a brand that sent us Earth Co Organics, like different like refried beans to mix into those bowls. Jerky.
Hey, is this different than how your pantry was before? Is this usual? Like usually this stocked?
Yeah, this is the usual. So like that's what I feel like with Corona and with COVID-19 quarantine. I think like a lot of times people think of these things as like bad, like traditionally like bad food or not able to have, but these are like things that always live in our pantry and we use them a part of like easy essential meal ideas. So yeah, so that's like kind of our protein. I'm a bar fanatic. Oh God, as they fall out. These are all nutrition bars.
Wow.
So
look at you.
Easy snacks, right?
Do you eat them just as is, or do you like pair them with things, or do you? Here's what I see on Instagram all the time: chopping them up and putting them in things. How do you?
I've never done that before. That's probably a really good idea.
I have seen it. It seems like so beautiful when people do it. So do you have one particular food as like the pantry party jumping off point that you're thinking? Either this could be so helpful for everybody because it's something that you make a lot, or is it something that you actually want to brainstorm and mealstorm together about?
That's a great question. I'm trying to think in here what we could.
Here's what I do, girl. Is I really do pantry party every day in my house, and I look around at usually it's the fridge, right, not the pantry.
Yeah.
And I think, what's about to go bad? What do I really need to eat? So it could be like our jumping off point could be green onions because we're like, oh my gosh, we have to eat these green onions. What are we going to make with these? So because we are invested in not wasting right now. Oh, we should have always been, I guess, but now especially. So do you have anything around that either you have a lot of or that's about to go bad that you'd like as a jumping off point?
That's a great question. I'll say something I did yesterday that I noticed like I had a big thing of hummus and it was like getting close to probably being expired. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to eat like 70 million bags of crackers and hummus necessarily. So one of my favorite things to do is take like hummus with either like pulled chicken or tuna. And then exactly what you said, like a green onion or like a pre-made cabbage bag and just make like a really, really quick chicken salad. And that's where those crackers come back into play is like you could put it in a wrap, you could put it in a bowl, you could put it with the crunchy crackers. So making chicken salad or tuna salad with hummus is probably one of my favorite things to do. And I did it yesterday.
I think that's the top tip. Okay, a couple of things as you were talking. Is it hard for you to say hummus without going hummus? Like every time I say hummus, I want to go hummus. Is that something for you or no?
I don't think so. And I am Greek. I am Greek, and like they do really like. That. You knew.
I read that. You have two favorite you've been to Greece twice and you have a favorite island, Crete and Santorini.
Look at that. I'm very impressed with you.
Girl stalker. Girl stalker. I think your maiden name was like Papas or something like that.
You got it. So that's like the Smith in American. So like we hear Smith like as a very common last name. But Pappas in Greek or in Greece is like very common. So like everybody's named Pappas over there.
Well, the hummus, every time I hear hummus, I want to say hummus. And I feel like I don't know if that's just me. So apparently it is just me. The other thing is I feel like you should write a children's book, because when you were talking, you were like, you can put it in a wrap. You can put it in a bowl. You can put it in it was like rhymey and songy. And I was like, oh my God, Sammy. this is like a hummus child's book. I feel like, and then you would have
That's a great idea.
cook-along recipe of like how to make hummus as a family. And yeah, I feel like, I mean, I hate giving business advice every day, every second, but like, if you're looking for another of your 900 side hustles, children's book on hummus might be for you.
It could be really good. I have one dietitian friend who actually had messaged me about doing like children's nutrition like songs. So you never know. You might see me doing that.
Okay, I get these intuitive senses about people. Like I have a client who I'm trying to encourage her to become the sauce boss lady because she's like super about sauces. And so like, yeah, maybe this is your encouraging thing.
You never know.
Anyway, I feel like for the pantry party, maybe our episode, because I've been naming the episode, maybe our episode is chicken salad.
I like that. Because there's so many different ways to do it.
Okay, so because I feel like we haven't done that. I feel like I make tuna salad, but I don't know if I make chicken salad. And you actually, the difference for us and when you're talking is you put chicken in there, but you also put like vegetables in there. You were saying like you put cabbage slaw and stuff like that in there.
Crunchy veggies.
Oh, but no, the whole moral of the story, Dawn, DJ Blattner, is hummus. Is you don't use mayonnaise, you use hummus.
So I do like different types. So hummus would be one. So yeah, if we go down the chicken salad rabbit hole, my favorite chicken salad to make is buffalo chicken salad. So I do hot sauce, which I have literally like 3 bottles in here.
What's your favorite brand? Frank's?
This is good old Frank's. So we'll do like a pulled chicken. We do Frank's and then plain Greek yogurt, and it creates like a creamy hot sauce. So, and then we'll chop up celery and throw that in. So just have like a huge thing of buffalo chicken salad. That's like one of my favorite recipes.
Would you eat that for lunch or dinner, and then what do you put with that? So so we have a hummus chicken salad that you would eat with like crackers like that. Mm-hmm. The buffalo one, how do you eat that?
Usually with that one, I'll do it like in a wrap, kind of like a buffalo chicken wrap, I guess. And then of course you can pair that with any side, right? So if you're doing it for lunch, like chop up an apple or fruit salad or carrot sticks or celery, if you like that like celery with buffalo kind of like wing kick.
I love that.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody is doing buffalo anything, I'm like celery sticks and carrot sticks with it and ranch. Come on. Like, come on. Yep. Oh, I love that. Okay, so do you have a third? I love things in 3, right? People even say decorating things look best in 3s. Would you have a third? So we have a hummus chicken salad, we have a buffalo chicken salad, another staple in your house, Sammy, of chicken salad.
So I guess we'll stick with the theme of changing like the binding agent. So then I would say doing one with like avocado. So especially if you're having avocados on your table that are all going to go bad at once and you're like, I can't eat like 4 avocados right now. And then bringing like a sweet component in with it. So let's go with like dried cranberries with avocado. You could do like walnuts in there and do like basically a sweeter chicken salad, but using avocado instead of mayo.
Okay. Did you know before coming on the Pantry Party Show that you were a chicken salad maven? Did you know this?
I don't think I knew it, but you know, when I talk with clients, I think lunch has been a big struggle for people, especially now working from home. I know with my husband, like he loves food. He's Italian, but he's even noticed like whether it's just like the stress of everything or just not having like a schedule as much, like he'll just like work through lunch and he never forgets to eat. Like that's not a thing for him. So like quick, easy lunch ideas I think are huge, like so important. And just because you're at home doesn't mean that you need to be like cooking from scratch this big old lunch and you know, like a 5-course meal. So I think chicken salads for me is like, what is something that feels like homemade, but you're really just mixing it. You're not really cooking.
You got a lot of absolutely cheers on that, because I think that's exactly right, is that people were, you know, more or less making dinners and, you know, dealing with breakfast, but it's that lunchtime that is feeling so different if people are WFH.
Yeah.
I
was like, are you trying to say WTF? What's going on?
No, I'm like, those always like working from home is like WFH. I'm like, yes, that's what it is. Oh my gosh, Sammy, you really are just a light. And I feel like, do you appreciate that I think that you're sassy? Like, I really think that's a good descriptor of you.
Thank you. I was just, I was on another dietitian's podcast a few months ago and she released it yesterday. And I was like, I wonder how she's going to intro me. And I listened back to it yesterday and she was like, and this sassy dietitian. My husband was like, yep. It's like, okay, I'll go with it. The sassy dietitian.
Yeah, so bottom line is we're all forcing it on you because, because sassy it's confidence, right? So you have the confidence. It's also real, like, so it's like sassy and real, like in your face kind of thing. So it's confident, it's real, but it's also sort of a fun, uplifting vibe of a name, like sassy. So I feel like you embody all of that. I can't thank you enough for being on the Pantry Party Show. If people want more of your at-break diet rules and everything that is the magic of Sammy, where should we go?
The easiest way is Instagram. So for anybody watching, you can find us at Break Diet Rules right now, but we do have a really exciting announcement coming in May that I haven't shared with anyone. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But right now, Break Diet Rules is where you can find us.
Oh my gosh, I got to get the disco ball. The anticipation, girl. You have really done it. Well, I will tell you, thank you so much. Make sure you check out at Break Diet Rules. We had such a great Pantry Party Show talking all about chicken salad. It's a solution that none of us knew we needed, and now we have it. Thank you so much, babe.
Thank you so much, DJ. It was so great chatting with you.
Talk to you soon. Bye. That was
Bye.
Another very successful and fun episode of the Pantry Party Show. We had at Break Diet Rules on, very impassioned, sassy dietitian, and really learned a lot about chicken salad. She made it seem amazing, right? It's like, if I look at chicken salad recipes, I'm like, I don't know about it. After talking with Sammy at Break Diet Rules, I'm like, I'm in. I'm making buffalo chicken salad, I'm making hummus chicken salad, I'm making avocado chicken salad, all the things, and making sure I'm pairing it with, those crunchy crackers, wraps, or the whole song that she did, right? It was just so great. Oh my gosh, can't believe it's Thursday. We have one more Pantry Party Show this week, and I'm booking guests for the rest of the month. So this show just keeps on giving, right? So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for our Friday episode. We are going to be with a beauty guru who gave me some tips. So we'll see if she gives us some beauty tips tomorrow, as well as some pantry tips. Okay, thanks so much. I'm sending you high immunity vibes, big love, and lots of kisses.